Yo, what's up, Swag? You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Keon Lauren, aka KL Swag, back here with a video, man. Look, man, we about to react to Shannon Sharpe and Chad Johnson get heated over Stefon Diggs. Let's check it out, man. Y'all know, man, Stefon Diggs is one of my favorite NFL players, one of my favorite receivers, one of the best dressed NFL dudes in the NFL, bro. I'm not gonna lie, man. He the reason why. Him and Odell Beckham the reason why I started leg tattoos and wearing aces now. Like, nigga, I used to laugh at niggas that had aces. I think we all did. Now we all rocking aces. I really think Stefon Diggs started that, bro. Now let's get into it, man. Shannon Sharpe.
Don't care. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories.
All right, let's get into it, man.
Ocho, your boy at it again. Stefon Diggs expected to remain with Buffalo.
You goddamn right. Where else he gonna go? Where else he gonna go? That's that boy. Shit.
Hello. He said ready for whatever. While Diggs' mysterious posts indicate there may be some uncertainty, it seems unlikely Buffalo would trade its top receiver this offseason. Remember now, they lost Gabe Davis.
Yeah.
Should the Bills want to keep Stefon Diggs?
You goddamn right you gonna keep Stefon Diggs. Still top 5 receiver in the NFL, one of the best route runners there is that have ever played a goddamn game. You know, Steph had a good season last year, 107, 11,083 yards, 8 TDs. What you mean? Listen, if you let Stefon Diggs walk, right, as a Bills fan, as a Josh Allen fan for me, what are you telling your fans? The window of opportunity, it ain't that big.
Right.
Ain't that big. So offensively, you always fall short. You've been falling short. Who is your best offensive weapon outside of Josh motherfucking Allen? He wear number 14.
Yeah.
He wears number 14. Because of number 14, it opens up everything else offensively wherever he lines up. Now, what they need to do offensively and do a little better job of is finding a way to implement him more in the offense and stop allowing defenses later on in the season to take him away.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Where they covering Diggs, whatever they doing, they man to man, they roll the cover his way. Let's find ways to get in the ball, to keep the ball moving, keep the chains moving, not just let him fall by the wayside. Then you throw him an important ball when it matters the most at times, and then that lapse in focus because you hadn't been touching it so long. Oh shit. Sometimes he don't make the play that he should. You know what?
That's so true. That is so true, bro. That is so true. I think that's defensive side of the ball too. Bro, and to be honest, Diggs have those type of games when he don't go out because they double teaming him, triple teaming him, and stuff like that. So it's really, really hard. I get what Chad's saying, bro.
Why? Because I'm goddamn fucking cold, and I've been running a goddamn track meet marathon for goddamn 3 quarters. Like, come on, man. I mean, it's so easy to do. It's so easy to do because for some reason it seems other teams have figured a way to get their best players the ball throughout the entirety of the season and not allowing team to dictate what they want to do offensively. Stefon Diggs ain't going to. Matter of fact, if Stefon Diggs leave, I beat his ass. That's how I feel. Because he needs to call. He needs to make sure, for one with Josh Allen, and for one with management, upstairs and downstairs, that everything is okay, that we all on the same page.
Well, if he
said, I'll beat his ass.
How much does car insurance cost you a month? $80? $120? Nope. Try $38.
He started tweeting.
Now, that tweet got to do with fiction.
I got to do what?
Read the tweet again. Read what the tweet said.
Ready for whatever.
Yeah, he talked about his next outfit.
Man, stop.
I'm telling you, I know Steph. Like he got his style for me. Yeah, so that's something I used to say back in like in '92. That's song lyrics.
I know what you meant. Stefon Diggs had over 1,100 yards. He didn't have 11,000. So.
My bad, man. I mean 1183. My bad. Yeah. I had got excited. You know, anytime I talk about receivers, you know, I get hyped, man.
But here's the thing. This is what I know about receivers, especially guys that are wired like him.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep the ball out of his hands early so he'll get frustrated. And then when they throw it to him late, he going to have a lapse in concentration and drop.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's all I'm doing. It's the same thing. It was the same blueprint they did with T.O.
Yeah.
What did they do to T.O. early? doubling.
Yeah.
Let him get frustrated.
But see, and it's the funny thing. I think teams know that. Offensive coordinators know that. Head coaches know that. So as the head coach, as a head coach of the Buffalo Bills, as an offensive coordinator of the Buffalo Bills, what do you want to do? You want Steph to touch the ball early. It don't even have to be nothing crazy. Throw him a goddamn smoke route. Let him touch the ball. Let him feel the ball. You, as a tight end, know how it feels when you touch that ball early. You are locked in for the entirety of the game.
Yeah.
Because you feel like you were part of the game plan.
I did. I wanted the ball. I'm not finna lie and say I didn't.
Yeah.
But this is what I realized. I didn't get paid by the catch. Just like I don't get paid by the word when I'm on television. People like, man, you don't even speak that much on Undisputed. They don't pay me for the word. I get paid a day rate.
Yeah.
So if I don't say but 4 words, I got the same day rate if I talk for an hour straight.
Yes,
so the way I look at it, Ocho, you want to throw me the ball, I'm gonna increase your chances of winning. Yeah. But if you don't, but guess what, Ocho? Hey, we should have got you about. When they used to say, man, hey, 84, we got to get you more involved early. I didn't say, yeah, you're right. I kept walking. Nine at the time, because the game's over. Right. You telling me that as opposed to you doing that in the time, it's over.
And see, this is a game they also play. Chat, stay with me real quick. This is a game also teams that play when it comes time to make business decisions. Now, what they'll do now, if you look at Stefon Diggs' numbers and targets throughout the entirety of his career, again, he had a good year last year, not to the terms in which I see him, because I still see him as top 3, top 5, no matter what anybody says, to what the young fellas are doing right now in the NFL. Because they allow teams to take him away. Now, what they're going to do, I'm going to tell you the game they're going to play. They're gonna have a season, right? They're going to have a season this year, and I'm hoping things turn around for them offensively, where they don't allow a team to dictate, because you know what they're going to do? They're going to come to them at the end of the season, where you know what? Based on what you're making and your stats, it don't line up together. You see what I'm talking about? Your production and what you command as far as your salary is concerned, you know what? It don't go hand in hand. That's the game they like to play.
Hell.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, for sure. Hey, sometimes, Ocho, they'll come to you when you had a great year. Ask Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen say, I just had my greatest year ever. We're going to talk about this. And you talk about take a pay cut. So if I have a great year, you say take a pay cut. I have a bad year, you say take a pay cut.
Shit. No. But it's again, listen, it's the business.
That's what I'm keeping out, that's what I'm throwing the charges.
But again, it's the business side of things that I do not like. Again, Steph, I know you're gonna see this. I need you to call management. I need you to call Josh Allen. If you want to do a 3-way, you can get me on the call. I want to make sure things are okay. I know what you can do. They know what you can do. The rest of the world know what you can do. We shouldn't even be having discussions like this anyway, whether you're going to be there or not. You give them their best chance in the regular season and in the postseason. If the goddamn organization, if the Buffalo Bills organization is serious with the small window of opportunity that they do have about not only getting to the postseason, but winning the goddamn Lombardi, you have to be part of that. And you let me know, because if I need to come down to the Buffalo with you.
But Ocho, he got to stop with the cryptic tweets, though.
But that it's not football season.
Okay.
It's not football season.
But you know what? I noticed teams that win. Let me ask you a question.
About his love life, they could have just broke up.
So I'm just asking you, teams that win, right? You see this in the offseason.
See what? So now the man can't tweet what he wants to in the offseason?
Tweet whatever he wants to.
Yeah, but this.
But every year you make excuses. I remember when they first lost to Buffalo, he's sitting on the field. Every year, when Philadelphia beat him in the playoffs to go to the thing, he's sitting on the field. He wanted to soak it in. Buffalo, when Kansas City beat him, he's sitting there soaking on the field. They beat him again. He was staring up at the stars. Yeah. He's doing all of this except when they throw his ass the ball late in the ball game and he dropped it.
Okay, I mean, he didn't come up with one play. He's human. He's due to make mistakes, as we all are.
No. That's not what you said. You keep telling me he's top 5. He's not top 5 anymore.
Shit,
here's top 5 receiver.
You got
here's top 5 receiver right now.
Yep.
Okay. No. Let's do it.
Don't call out no name.
CD. You taking him over CD?
Wait.
You taking him?
Can I say something? Can I say something? Can I say something?
Yes.
Can I say something, please, real quick?
He's definitely top 5 though. He's definitely top 5. He is top 5 now.
Before you even start, before you name all the young bulls,
He's top 5. You said he's top 5.
Let me finish. Okay. My top 5 still, and then you can pick whoever you want, is still Devontae Adams, still number 1, Stefon Diggs, and then goddamn Keenan Allen, and then everybody else comes along. This is what I don't like. Wait, let me finish. I'm gonna let you know. This is what I don't like. When things don't go well for the ones who are already in place, and statistically, when things don't go well for them, all of a sudden, all the young bulls just overlap them automatically, and the teams that they're on aren't using them right, whether it be the quarterback situation, whether it be teams allowing them to dictate what we want to do with some of our best players and our offensive weapons. So to me,
yeah.
But you're basing everything off statistics, and I know what them boys can still do.
How the hell, what am I supposed to base it on? Tell me what I'm supposed to base a receiver play on.
I'm telling you why it's like that. Chase, CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, them motherfuckers is all goddamn world. They are the motherfucking shit.
So you taking
They are the motherfucking shit.
Stefon Diggs over them.
Based on his body of work throughout all the years.
This ain't no body of work. This is an update your resume. This is a year-to-year thing.
Wait a minute. It's a year-to-year thing. You acting like he had some shitty goddamn season or something.
Did he have a better year than Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, CeeDee Lamb, Jamar Chase, Mike Evans? Is a simple yes or no?
My answer's not changing regardless.
I don't care if your answer changes.
Okay.
All I'm asking you is that you talk about body of work. This is not when he's going into the Hall of Fame. This is about the 2020.
Hall of Fame. I'm just talking about for me, I'm thinking about the body of work that he's done from start to finish. Now, I know players might have had a
start
better...
to finish to what? Okay, we started from this year, from 2023
right.
to the end of 2023.
Right.
We're not talking about 21. We're not talking about 22.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
So try our garlic epic stuffed crust.
Shannon be snapping.
Made with
Why you...
Do you see what you're doing? You see what you're doing? You're saying because you're saying statistically because he didn't have a good season like some of the others you just named, that means he's not in the top 5 no more. That's
how it works. Companies might have in 2023, you might have had 5 companies that were on the Fortune 500. Okay, they drop off. You can't say, well, they was on the Fortune 500 in 2019, 2020. I'll give you another example. On the world's richest, people that was in the world's richest, the top 5 richest people in 2022, they might not be that in 23. They might not be, but you can't say because of their body of work, they get to stay there, Ocho.
You see how we just talked about how a team will allow offenses to take away your best threat, your best offensive weapon. Then we get into conversations like this, and you don't think that weapon is still elite anymore because their numbers aren't like somebody else that was force-fed the ball and had a better season.
Ocho, that man, Ocho.
You see what I'm saying?
I
don't like that. Now everybody you naming, hey, I can break down offense on them because them boys are legit. I just don't like the fact that, okay, you know what? These young bulls have had a better season than Stefon Diggs. Now all of a sudden he drops out of the goddamn top 5 because he didn't have a good
That's how it works.
No, it's not how it works. That's not how it works.
I have
a question. So everybody you just named better than Devontae Adams?
Devontae Adams don't get the hold on.
Everybody that you just named better than Devontae Adams.
In 2023, they were, yes.
Man, shit. Man, you tripping.
The numbers speak for it.
So you think everybody that you just named better than Devontae Adams because they numbers say it?
I'm saying based on 2023, this is an update your resume. This is not a lifetime achievement.
Let's be realistic. Let's put the numbers aside. Everyone you just named, do you really think they're better than Devontae Emmanuel Adams that plays for the Las Vegas Raiders?
You could say Samuel Adams. You could say Adam and Eve. You could say Devontae Adams. Based on 2023 stats, those guys had better seasons. Ocho.
That motherfucker said his whole name, Emmanuel Adams.
Devontae, no, Ocho.
I love you to death.
I love Devontae.
But ain't nobody better than Devontae Adams. Ain't nobody better than Devontae Adams.
Ocho, you don't get to hold on to that ranking just because you've had great seasons. That's the one thing that we love about sports. It's an update your resume.
This is so unfair. This is so unfair. By the rules you have to play and understanding. Let me just stay with me now.
Stay with me now.
Devontae's middle name is Lavelle.
I know I made that shit up. I just made that shit up, but I was going. Hey, but listen, why you laughing? Huh? I just made that shit up. Hey, but listen, who was Tate Adams over there in Las Vegas? Who was his quarterback?
Oh man, he had Jimmy Garoppolo.
Hey, keep going.
He had Jimmy Garoppolo. He had Aiden O'Connell. I think that was his last quarterback.
You know, this is why I hate ranking players. Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Keenan Allen, Stefon Diggs, Mike Evans, CeeDee Lamb. Stay with me a little bit, baby. Stay with me real quick. I'm just
Tyreek.
Listen, Tyreek is in the class of his own. Tyreek is in the class of. I know I said Devontae Adams. Listen, you know how much I love Devontae. Goddamn motherfucker brought me to tears watching his routes. Tyreek is in a class of his own. But all those dudes are worthy of being within the top 5. That's why I hate when we use stats because you have to. Yes. The game, because of what we're in. But I look at it from a skill point and understanding what they can do on the field. Now, some of the things that they're not in control of is how many times they get the ball, the targets, the receptions, the touchdown. But I know what they can do from a standpoint of being that I played the game of receiver and I know they still got it. And there's some things that are out of their hands and out of their control. That's why I'm so passionate when it comes to talking about them boys.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying though.
I'm not saying that Devontae Adams has dropped off a cliff, but I'm just saying you got to go by what we see. We don't get to say, we don't get to say, well, this guy's a top 5 back, even though they got 12, 13, they got 10 guys that rush for more yards, had a better yards per carry. But I remember 2 years ago, the dude ran for 12,000 yards. We can't do that. That's the only thing. That's the numbers game that we have. That's the only thing we can evaluate it on.
Right. But I dive a little bit deeper. I like to dive a little bit deeper into understanding what these individuals can still do, and because of things offensively, because most of everything is out of their control. Everything's out of control.
Well, you play a dependent position. The wide receiver is a dependent position.
Exactly, and it frustrates me when we have topics or we have conversations like this, and I have to find ways to around the stats to tell you why they are still who they are, because they're so reliant on everybody else.
But you remember?
I hate that. Wow.
Check this. This is what I'm gonna push back.
Yes,
you
sir.
remember when D Hop had 7, 8 quarterbacks, and he was still first team All Pro. It didn't matter.
They were feeding him. They were feeding him too.
He go get it.
Hey, Lord D Hop, we eating. It didn't matter. Well, hey, listen. Sister Rosa Mary could have been that quarterback when D Hop was in Houston. He was gonna eat. He getting open with everything.
Yeah. Right.
Animal. But did you see what they did? They kept feeding the rock. They didn't allow anybody to dictate whether he can get the ball or not. They moved him around.
Yeah, you got to have that, Ocho. But I think sometimes, like as a wide receiver, man, you get so frustrated. You running like I can imagine Devontae running a crisp ass route, and the ball ain't even nobody looking inside, or they done sailed it out of bounds. They done skipped it in the dirt. Yeah. Man, do you know how frustrating it is? Because it's already hard to beat a guy. Yeah. And now I win clean.
Yeah. And you know what? I could sense his frustration throughout the season. I could sense his idling throughout the season, but he can't say nothing because he got that C on his chest.
Yes.
He got that C on his chest.
He knows there's more expected and demanded of him. Right. And I love the way he conducts himself. Yeah. You're gonna have some frustration, like, damn, you're gonna have some of that.
Right.
But if you just watch him, every route is run with the same tenacity. He's still trying to fight and scratch for yards, run after the catch. Yeah. But I just think that what did Devontae finish up with this year? Because you look at what he started with, Jimmy G, and then he had Aiden O'Connell. Did Brian Hoyer even take any? Did somebody take some snaps?
For any man with a swollen prostate, do not drink water. Did you know that prostate problems?
Just him. Just don't call him Jalen G. So what did Devontae end up with? He ended up with 1,000? 1144. Man, you know, 1144, Devontae said, man, I'm supposed to have that with 10 games.
Yeah, easily.
Yes.
Easily.
Even his first year there, when after he signed that big contract. Now, we know what he did with Aaron Rodgers. That goes without saying. I mean, he was a 14, 16 touchdown game, 14, 16. Yeah, that was, he was getting out of bed. But that's the difference. When you get out of bed, and you already know, get off the bus, Ocho, I got 12 targets.
Easy.
Now, y'all mess around, I get 17 targets on my way. But I already know I'm getting off the bus. I grab my bag. I got 12 targets coming my way. I don't give a damn what y'all do.
Right.
Y'all mess around and blow a couple of coverages, I got 17 coming my way.
Yeah.
And I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I understand because the wide receiver is a dependent position.
Yeah.
I don't care how great you are. Now it helps, but if the guy can't get you the ball consistently, what are we doing here?
That's true.
And then, so that takes me right back though. Now this takes me right back. Chat, y'all stay with me, chat. This takes me back to the Stefon Diggs conversation, right?
Yeah.
In the
I'm crying, bro, because these receivers are amazing. Stefon Diggs, amazing receiver. The way Chad Johnson played, receiver, amazing. Justin Jefferson, amazing. Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill, Devontae, oh my God, Devontae Adams. It's crazy, man. Talk about greatness, man. The new generation would never know this.
lapses in production throughout a number of games. First 5 weeks, 100 yards, 100 yards, 100 yards, 100 yards, 100 yards.
Yep.
The rest of that, what do they do offensively in Buffalo? Allow teams to dictate, you know what? We taking 14 out the game. We don't care. Y'all gonna have to beat us with Gabe Davis. Y'all gonna have to beat us with the running back. Y'all gonna have to beat us with the tight end. They allow teams to dictate whether he can and can't get the ball. When D Hopper was Houston, you know what the Texans said? Hell, you don't. We don't give a fuck what you do. We gonna find ways to move around and make sure, because he is our best offensive weapon, and we're gonna utilize him in every way we can.
Right.
Why can't they do that in Buffalo? Because then when you don't, then we have conversations like this. Then you have Diggs upset, frustrated on the sideline because we come and have conversations like this in the offseason and think that he's falling off or he's not in the top 5 when some of the things are out of his control.
Yeah.
True. I mean, but he played.
God damn, I like this conversation. Shit.
Okay, our poll right now, best receiver in the league right now.
Tyreek
got 56%. Justin Jefferson got 23%.
Yeah.
Devontae got 18%.
Right.
Stefon Diggs got 3%.
Right.
How the hell you left off Jamar Chase?
Yeah, how you left off Chase? But listen, this
we only got 4 optional choices.
Okay. This is the thing. This is the thing when it comes to football fans. Or I'm not gonna say the casual fan, because I'm sure everybody in the chat is really a football fan and been watching the game for years. But anytime something new comes along, new pretty little shiny toy,
right?
Oh, that's my favorite now. Oh, that's my favorite. What I never forget, and I will never forget. Again, you told me not to lean on this because you have to update your resume. I will never forget the body broken what some of these individuals that are a little bit older have done in the NFL, which is why I always name Keenan, Stefon Diggs, and Devontae first. And then I talk about the young bulls that's cutting up now. And then when I speak on Tyreek, Tyreek is in his own fucking class. You know, you've heard me say it before. He's a fucking alien. He's not human.
He's an alien.
He's in his own class and going to continue to break records. He's going to continue to break records as long as he's with the Dolphins and he has two as his quarterback.
But I would just remember, and what you call it? You remember
who that?
Devontae had 1,500 yards with Derek Carr.
Yeah.
But I get it.
How do we let Carr walk? Like, what are we doing?
Well, if you don't love somebody, you know what I'm saying? I mean, nobody really embraced Carr. I mean, you look at John Gruden, he was constantly yelling and snarling at him. And you know, Josh McDaniels, he coaches hard because he thinks everybody's Peyton Manning, you can coach everybody. Does coaching understand?
Right.
It requires you to evolve the way you coach each individual player.
Right.
You can't blanket statement yell at everybody. Some guys you got to give a pep talk. Some guys you can yell at. Some guys you got to be funny with, facetious with. I mean, that's the part of coaching. But everybody just if I coach Tom Brady like this, because he's not Tom Brady. Everybody's not wired the same.
Yeah.
But everybody and they
you got to teach everybody different, bro. Everybody gonna learn different. Everybody gonna do it a different way.
I coach everybody the same. No.
Yeah. I mean, that's what makes some of the greatest coaches that are in the NFL, understanding your player, being self-aware on how to coach each player, and you can't coach them all the same. You can't talk to them all the same. Some players, you say certain shit, they'll cuss your ass out.
For sure.
I'm a grown goddamn man. Who you talking to?
On your ass.
Yeah. So, I mean, listen, as a coach, it's all about being self-aware, understanding who you can talk to like that, and you say the wrong thing, sometimes they shut down. You say the right thing, sometimes it gives motivation. I don't know. It just
you treat them all fair. You don't treat them all the same.
Yeah.
And you won't run into problems.
Yeah.
But look, this the era. This the golden era. Look, the league is different now, but it's the golden era of the receiver and the quarterbacks.
Most definitely. Damn, I like that combo, man. That was good. Shit.
Hey, whatever happened to your boy Chase Claypool? You remember you said he was gonna be different.
I fucking love Chase. I fucking love Chase. Chase reminds me like a Brandon.
You talking about a Chase Lounge?
Huh?
A Chase Lounge?
No, I'm talking about Chase Claypool from Pittsburgh. Okay. But listen, it's all about opportunities, getting the opportunity to be able to showcase what you can do. You know, the situation has been unfortunate. It was unfortunate, obviously, with the Bears. It was unfortunate with the Steelers. Down in Miami, listen, you know what they got in Miami. They ain't got no slouches now. They ain't got no slouches. So he has to find a way to fit in when he gets his opportunities to make the most of them. He's still there, right? He's still there, right?
I guess. But that's the thing, though, Ocho. Listen. When you start out, especially like you're starting out, you're not a high draft pick.
Right.
You're not gonna get those opportunities. Yeah, but when the opportunities come, you got to catch them.
Yeah, you got to make it.
Because you're the odd man out already to begin with. It's like, but damn, he dropped down. But hey, let's go back to Tyreek. Let's go back to Waddle. Let's go back to the other guys. Right. Now you really ain't gonna be you out there just getting cardio in. You out there just running, practicing on your route running.
Right.
Because they're not gonna give you no rocks.
Yeah. And you know what? It all started in practice. I'm sure people are gonna see this. NFL players be watching the show because they be hitting the line, talking to me. Oh, I want to get more time. I can do this. I can do that. You know where it started? It started in practice. It started in practice and cutting a fool in practice and always being open 24/7. Now, I ain't gonna lie, because when coaches watch film and they see you on film, well, hell, this is somebody we can count on. Your number one quarterback sees this. Listen, we need to find a way to get him the rock because
he ain't lying.
I can count on him in certain situations. I don't know, man. I like this shit. We can talk about this the next 2 hours. Shit, come on.
Everything that he said, he was not lying, bro. I love y'all. Stay swagged up. If you guys want me to keep reacting to Nightcap, Shannon Sharpe, and Chad, he's damn near too. Let me know down below in the comments.